said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Arkansas's offense will go on the attack first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Arkansas.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Wants to throw, it's Sorsby. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Punch it out of the air. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Hand off from the shotgun. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with his back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. The throw. He's got it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Razorbacks have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Longhorns offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, the good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Hunt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. He's going to get loose.
This offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually, they're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls apart.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Here comes the heat. He's got an open man. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Baxter. Oh, what a move. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. To the air. It's Manning. Fakes the grab. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system.
He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The short hand. It's John. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Quickly to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Breaks into the open. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Rush is on him. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneaks into the end zone.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. These DBs going to give a little cushion. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. The end zone. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well.
Wide open spaces. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Texas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll go to the counter. Still on his feet at the 40. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read it, but sometimes they lie to you. You can see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
Handoff to the lone back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Back to pass. It's Manning. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on 1st down. Caught. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fit it in the window for the score.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Got his man on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the stomping has commenced. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Looking for a crease, it's Baxter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man, it's Manning. Got a man, it's Baxter. Breaks into the open. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Immediately fires to the middle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
From the gun, running back on the move. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, and all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
To the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here late in the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys.
There he goes. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Razorbacks line it up with a 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
Come on, set.
With the run on 1st and goal. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the route is on.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Texas.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Lockett. Made a defender miss. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Longhorns just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of hard meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field.